That time once again, and you know, not all the short films are live action that we cover here. We've got an animated short we're looking at today, and it's called Shimmer. At least it's the English title of it. It is brought to us by Andreas Palma, and we get the story of a post-apocalyptic barren wasteland where these two sisters are growing up. And when we first are introduced to them, they're playing in a junkyard or whatnot. But their father just doesn't like them playing around, not because they're in danger, but because he's obsessed with building this huge lighthouse that he thinks is going to possibly lead to their rescue from this wasteland. But he's got a teenage daughter who's not making it easy, who thinks she knows better. And we watch how these two clash family style as his obsession seems to almost override his parental nature, and how that affects the dynamic of all three individuals. Yeah, this is, being a parent, I really felt this one quite a bit. And I appreciate the message in here with to parents, showing you how you could become so obsessed with something that you end up possibly neglecting your kids. And while what you're trying to do is for the better, possibly take a beat or two, or really weigh just how worth it is. And so, yeah, it's kind of a heavy subject to put in here, but I think it's an important one. And I thought the way they put this into kind of this science fiction environment was an interesting way to catch your eye and pull you in. And then you get presented with this, kind of giving that underlying subtext of parents working too much, right? Now, Alfonso Borbolla plays the father, loved his voice acting. You feel his struggle, his obsession, his tension, his anger at his kids. You'll get angry for him getting angry at his kids sometimes, but if you're a parent, you've been in that situation and you feel bad about it afterwards, but those do happen. And so I thought it was played very well. And then Maria Pinella Gomez plays the teenager of the group. And yeah, she felt like it. She felt like she's just like, you know, that this huge makeshift thing you're doing. Yeah, it ain't. I know better. We're gonna try to survive on our own in the wasteland here. If you don't get this working, you know. And so seeing that struggle between them and seeing what decisions they finally come to, really is a little bit heartbreaking in ways. And they take you on this emotional roller coaster that I'm not quite sure how I feel when it ends. And I don't think you're supposed to. On one hand, I feel well, I don't want to spoil it too much, but let's just say you're going to have mixed emotions. Definitely, especially parents in the crowd. You're going to have mixed emotions on how this film comes to a conclusion, this story. And if anything, I think this will definitely get you to think, just like with the other short we reviewed, The Voice in the Vessel, recently, make you think about real life decisions, real life choices and actions that you do, and how those impact folks. And yeah, so I really recommend it. Animation is beautiful and sharp, looked gorgeous. I loved the character designs. I loved the world that they painted these characters in. And especially as we get closer to the conclusion of it, some of the visuals are just, wow, just gorgeous. Very, very well done in the artistry as well as the voice acting. And so it's a solid short. If you like animated shorts, check out Shimmer at a festival near you. It's going to be worth your time, really. And I just love seeing stuff like this. So thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, bells and whistles here for the final cut. Help us get to 8,000 subscribers before 2026. You can only do that with your help. I appreciate you, and until next time, keep that ticket stub.